Welcome back, everyone. As most of you know, the AirPods 3s just ended up coming out, so now we have to compare them against the first generation AirPods 1s and see if they are worth the upgrade. Now, this is what I'll tell you, okay? If you have the money and if your ears fit them, the AirPods 3s are the better way to go. I used them about for like a year and a half fully on. These were my designated headphones. Yeah, I even made a lot of music with these. And then I used them once I got my AirPods 2s on and off for since then. So it's been like 2 years probably since, or like a year and a half. And I like the AirPods 1s, they've been great headphones and they're super quality. I mean, I have nothing wrong with these. I mean, I've liked these a lot, pardon the earwax. But these AirPods 3s definitely have a lot more capability and I'm really happy about them. My only gripe is, and if you watch my other videos, you already know this, the ear tips of these AirPods do not fit right inside of my ear. So what does that mean? Well, let me go ahead and take these both out and let me go ahead and zoom in on both of them and give you an idea. So right here is the AirPods 1 and right here is the AirPods 3. So you can see right out the gate there is a big difference in terms of just the size of this portion and how far it goes inside of your ear. So I put them kind of on top of each other and I put the edge put together like this. Okay, I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit more. So I put in the edge like this. I mean, it's kind of hard to do. You can kind of tell that the AirPods 3s kind of stick in a little bit more than the AirPods 1s. Okay, so with that being said, the thinnest point of the AirPods 1 is thinner than the thinnest point of the AirPods 3s, if that makes any sense. So because of that, when I put the AirPods 3 in my ear, they just don't fit right. And that's just the way my ear holes are. They're smaller than probably the average person. So it's not necessarily a problem for everyone. It is a problem for me. And that is pretty much the main reason why I won't be able to switch from AirPods 1s or my AirPods 2s, the same design, to the AirPods 3s, because they just don't fit in my ear properly like the AirPods 1s did. So I pretty much say that to say if you currently use AirPods 1s and they fit perfectly in your ear, and if you don't feel like you can go any higher or any bigger of a headphone, then AirPods 3s may not be the better way to go, and you may want to stick with AirPods 1s, to be honest. And honestly, that kind of sucks because AirPods 3s have a lot of capability, starting with the case. I mean, there's a big difference in the case. Apple actually estimates that AirPods 2s had better battery life than AirPods 3s, which didn't make any sense. So in this case, AirPods 1s probably fit in the middle. I don't even think these ones had better battery life than AirPods 2s, but totally okay. I would still say AirPods 1s are a little bit better battery life, but these have been out for much longer. The battery's degraded, so it's definitely not at the same capacity as this one. Thickness and thickness, cases are pretty much the same between both. Obviously, if I pull the case like this, they're actually almost the same size. And they both have buttons on the back too that you can hold down and connect to new devices and all that good stuff. Now, another big thing between both these devices is the case itself. Now, the main difference besides these cases is the MagSafe wireless charging that the AirPods 3s have. So not only do you have wireless charging, but you have MagSafe capability too. So if you want to go ahead and place it on a wireless charger, you have that capability with AirPods 3s. We don't really have that on AirPods 1s, but you can always get a wireless charging case if you want to. But do keep in mind that they technically aren't supported. But do keep in mind that the AirPods 3s come with it natively, which is really cool. Now another massive thing to keep in mind is the capability behind both of these headphones. Now AirPods 1s, they didn't really have the craziest amount of features when they came out. They were pretty basic. They didn't have the craziest amount of things, as most of you may know. But AirPods 3s actually do bring a lot of capability. The first thing being spatial audio. You would actually now have that theater-like experience with these headphones. So if you don't know what spatial audio is, they essentially kind of make the sound surround sound in a way, so not stereo sound, but kind of like surround sound. They call it spatial audio, and it actually is a really cool feature. The AirPods 1s do not have it, but I don't really think it's a groundbreaking achievement. I think if you use stereo sound, it's okay, and you do have to find the audio that is suitable. I don't even think every single sound will be, spatial audio, but it is a really cool feature, and I'm really, really happy about that. On top of that, you have things like, automatic switching, the wireless charging that we mentioned, and actually better bass on the AirPods 3s than on the AirPods 1s, as Apple stated, compared to AirPods 2s. So if that's the case, you're going to be getting much better sounding quality from the AirPods 3s than on the AirPods 1s. Now let me go ahead and take them out of the case once more so we can kind of get a good look on them. Now, like I mentioned before, these two headphones are a little bit different than each other in terms of just the way they are, in terms of just the way they fit inside your ear, like I mentioned, but there is a little bit of a difference between them too. So the stems are much smaller. So you can see, they're roughly about half the size as the AirPods 1s, which is cool. The microphones are still at the bottom, which is cool, but it is actually really awesome that they were able to make it smaller, kind of similar to AirPods Pros. In terms of this size, you can see the AirPods 3s, if they fit inside your ear, they go deeper inside of your ear. So you'll be able to get better sound quality that way. In the back, there's not a whole lot else going on. You can see this new strip at the back, which is really cool. But another big thing to keep in mind is that the AirPods 3s actually do have a side button very similar to AirPods Pros right here. The AirPods 1s have that button on the back where you can like double tap and skip songs and all that stuff. The AirPods 3s actually do have the button here, so you can go ahead and click this button and do things like skip songs, accept phone calls, different things like that. I think you can even manage some notifications, possibly, don't quote me on that. But that's another really cool feature that you have on this specific device. Again, it's not really a groundbreaking thing. I wouldn't go from AirPods 1s to AirPods 3s just because of that, but I do think it's a cool thing and it's worth mentioning for sure. Now, I think that really pretty much covers up a majority of the things right here. Like I mentioned, the size is the big thing. Are you okay with putting in a bigger thing inside your ear? If you are, then the AirPods 3s are definitely the better way to go. I would recommend seeing, if you currently have AirPods 1s, I would recommend kind of seeing how big they kind of feel inside your ear. If they are a hard fit, like you kind of have to push in quite hard to even put in AirPods 1s, then putting in AirPods 3s is definitely going to be an issue. And I would recommend like not getting your hopes up to be able to switch over to AirPods 3s immediately. Maybe you have to like work your way into it or something, because personally, like I said, with my ears, these things are not fitting properly and I may have to return them or figure out what to do with it. In fact, I think AirPods Pros, which those things didn't fit in my ear properly either, fit in better than the AirPods 3s, which is kind of sad to say. So now I'll go ahead and put these back in the case, and to be honest, those are pretty much the main differences that I can think of, from their website, from everything that I've had. I mean, like I mentioned, I've had these AirPods ones for a while now, for about 2, 3 years, and I've had a good time with them. They haven't been perfect, but they've been consistent. Anytime I had to connect them to my device, they've been on, they've been off, and for headphones' sake, they've been really good. Like, I've had very few issues with this. With AirPods 3s, if they fit inside your ear, then that's perfect. That's really my only concern right now. For me personally, I don't think I can use AirPods 3, so I'll probably stick with AirPods 2s until they make another successor or see if I can switch over to AirPods Pros. But between these two, these are definitely worth the money. They have way better capability. They have wireless charging and MagSafe capability, which is really cool. They have really everything you'd ever want from a specific device like this. That doesn't mean this device is perfect. Like I mentioned, they don't really fit in my ears too well. But between these two, you can't really go wrong with the AirPods 3s. But if I'm being honest, I don't really use AirPods every day anymore anyway. And even when I was using my AirPods once, these things were there for me. They did the job, and I'm really happy about them. And I think they still have a ton of capability. With the AirPods 3s, I think these are also very solid, headphones still. They bring a lot of capability, and they have pretty much everything you'd ever want. And I think like if you can fit them in your ear, then perfect. They are perfect for you. But yeah, between these two, that's pretty much how to kind of sum it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.